What a beautiful day. Good morning, everyone. So, going to do a quick couple of analogies this morning just to help people get a better perspective of the way they think about life and think about the world we live in and all these sorts of things. So, no beating around the bush today. We'll just get straight into it. If someone said to you, your brother, your sister, your mother, your auntie, your cousin, your daughter, your son, your stepchildren, it doesn't matter who it is. If someone said to you, someone close to you that means something to you, only had 15,000 minutes left to live. They only had 3 weeks until they were going to pass away. They only have X amount of time, a certain specified amount of time to live down to the minute. How would that affect you? How would you then go about spending your time with that person or spending time with that person? Would it actually change whether you'd make sacrifices and, put things in place to make sure that these things in terms of spending time with that person was now mandatory? Because you understand if you miss X amount of time, there is no getting it back, making up for it or finding another time to do it because that person's lifespan is only got so many minutes or hours or seconds left on it. I think that if you truly love someone and you truly care about someone, trying to spend time with those people and that person, that should be at the top of your priority list, because at the end of the day, none of us know how long we've got left. None of us know whether we're going to pass away in our sleep. None of us know if we're going to go to our next doctor's appointment and be told, oh, you've got something wrong with you and it's terminal, there's only so much we can do. We actually don't understand. Like, we're blessed. We wake up every day in these perfectly designed and built bodies, and yet we fill it with toxic chemicals and acidic shit, and we only question our health and our lifespan and life and death when we're confronted with it. We actually don't go day in, day out thinking, I better make sure I stay and be and become as healthy and as good as I can internally to make sure that my external reality is as happy, healthy, and in terms of longevity, as good as it can be for as long as it can be. Now, yes, death affects the person that dies, but it actually affects the people that are left behind more, because they have to live with it. They have to live with the consequences of someone close to them dying. The suffering, the grief, the pain, the not being able to make up for lost time, not going to that last event, not making it to that birthday, not, it's... And for me, it comes down to how you think about it. Like I said, we all go through day in, day out life just thinking that we can plan, if you miss something, you just say, oh, yeah, no, we'll do it Tuesday. No, we'll do it Friday. We'll catch up next weekend is a classic one. Like, you never know when you're going to pass away. You don't. Like, we don't get that luxury. And not that it's a luxury, but you get what I'm saying. And for me, I do a lot of reading, watching, listening, and studying, especially the human mind, because it's the most advanced piece of technology. It's not technology, but you get me. It's the most advanced thing that we have ever known or understood in this world. And when you have a better understanding of how we think and view things in life, it gives you options of ways to interpret things. It gives you more options of ways in which you can think and feel about aspects of life. And I heard a really good one a few months back. Based on your personal experiences, this analogy, this example of something happening, which has happened to many people, I'm certain of it, like, it's how you perceive it. So, you're sitting at home, your whole family's gone on a holiday. Everyone. You're the only one left home. And you're sitting there at 2 o'clock in the morning watching a movie, and you hear the front door open. Now, you could think many different things. It's a thief. No one else is home. Everyone's gone on holiday. It must be a thief coming in my front door. You could be sitting there watching your movie and hear the front door creep open, and if you're not someone who's had life experiences that challenge your ability to think positively, you could just think the wind blew it open. Maybe you didn't push it shut properly when you first come home and shut it. Thirdly, you can think it's your family coming back. They may have forgotten something, or the plane may have been cancelled or delayed, or the boat may not have been working, or there could be many reasons why they've come home. And here's the thing. Depending on which one of those three thoughts you first have, it will determine how you feel. If you think it's a burglar, someone breaking in, a thief, of course it's going to affect your reaction, whether you get up off that couch and go running out the back door, or whether you run straight to your phone and call the police, or or you get up and confront them. It doesn't matter. If you think it's your family returning, you're going to yell out, "Oh, he's back!" Oh, are you going to get up and walk up there nonchalantly like nothing's happened, like it's your family coming home? Remember, that's what you think. All three, the wind. If you just think, "Oh, the wind's blown it open, I didn't shut it," I'm going to sit here and keep watching my movie, unaffected. You won't even get off the couch and shut the door. Like, how you perceive things, the way you think about something, the thoughts you have when things happen, it really does determine and distinguish how you feel about that thing, or that incident, or that episode, or whatever it is. Now, for me, I've come so far this last 3, 4, 5 months. Like, it's mind-boggling to me that it took me so long to get here. That's the thing, is because I'm not dumb. I'm not educated, but I'm not dumb. And I still struggle to get my head around how I think about things now. Because I think about things on such a deep level that my gratitude for being able to be like this still, after the life I've lived and the things I've seen and done and experienced, to be able to sit here now and share my intellectual insight into the things that have shaped me into the man that I've become, it's powerful. And anyone that tries to suggest otherwise is a fool, because most people that have gone through life like I have, they don't get this second chance. They don't get the opportunity to sit and share and speak and divulge information that is going to help other people and save lives. That's the big thing. Changing and saving lives is something, it's probably outside of a woman giving birth to a child, changing and saving and shaping someone's life for the better is probably the most powerful thing, a powerful ability that we have as human beings. You know what I mean? In a positive light anyway. And, this is another great analogy, another great example that I heard just a few weeks back. And I've been sharing it with so many people, so a lot of people will be like, "Richo, you told me that the other day." If someone was to give you your ideal dream car, whatever that may be, it could be a Tirana, it could be a minivan with 10 seats, it doesn't matter. It's your dream car, right? If you could pick any car in the world, Ferrari, Lamborghini, minivan, Mini Coupe, doesn't matter. It's your dream car, right? If you could just click your fingers, wake up the next day and it was in your driveway, and you got that car, how would you treat it? If someone scratched it, you'd be devastated, wouldn't you? If someone spilled a milkshake on the interior and on the carpet in your Lambo or your Mini Coupe or your minivan, brand new car of your dreams, you'd be devastated, wouldn't you? You'd be trying to scrub it and clean it and get it upholstery cleaned and you name it. Like, you would take absolute care of it. If someone put the wrong oil in it, the wrong windshield wiper fluid, it doesn't matter. If someone did anything wrong to that dream car of yours, you would be devastated. Now, flip that on its head, and this right here, your body, the human body, is the most perfectly designed vehicle, call it what you want, that you'll ever get. Don't worry about the Ferrari or the Lamborghini, because if this fails, if you mistreat this, and you wake up, and as I said at the start of the video, and you find out that you're terminally ill, you only have so long to live, all these kinds of things, you will do everything in your power to then get better, to try and rid yourself of that sickness, or I'd like to think you would. And it's like that. When you are born into this world, you are given the most perfect vehicle you will ever get, and yet we run it into the ground. We ingest and take in all these toxic things in this world and wonder why we get sick. Wonder why by the time we're 40, 50, we've got all these illnesses and diseases and cancers and you name it. If we could just take a second to step back and rethink how we view ourselves and our bodies, look at it like your dream car. Someone's given you your dream car to wake up in every day and walk around in, drive around in, frame it how you want. Would you really put the wrong oil in it? Would you really do burnouts in it? Would you really go and put smoking in it? Would like, that's how you have to look at it. Our bodies are perfectly designed. How we think about it, I think it's like this, because now that I'm a little bit smarter and I don't have drugs in my system, I can think about it like this. If someone said to me, when I was 10 onwards, if I wasn't a drug addict that is, Kane, do you understand that your body's so perfectly designed that yes, you can smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol and do drugs for 30 years. And guess what? You'll see no effect other than the instantaneous effect of getting intoxicated, getting a dopamine hit from smoking, and having your mind and your body and your feeling and your thoughts altered from hard substances. They're instantaneous effects. However, if they said to me, at the end of 30, I'm 36 now, so if at the end of that 30 years, so 4 years for me, or 3 and a bit, your body would then start to shut down. You would struggle to breathe. You would have trouble doing exercise with your child. You wouldn't be able to run and save your life. If you had to run to save your life, whether it was from a bushfire, a car coming towards you off the side of the road while you're broken down, it doesn't matter. What if you had to jump into a lake and save a family from drowning in a vehicle, and you're incapable of doing that because you smoked and drank and mistreated your body for 20, 30, 10 years? It don't matter. If you don't take care of your body, if someone said to me, if you don't take care of your body now, when you get older, you may find yourself in situations where you are incapable. You will not have the ability physically to save people, to help yourself, to do things with your children as they grow older. I don't think I would have done any of the things I've done. But because I wasn't able to understand that back then, of course I did all the negative, toxic things. I've said this in previous videos. I am a terrible example of someone that's ran their body into the ground and put toxic waste and substances and unhealthy shit through my body. The way I ate, the way I drank, the way I didn't eat and didn't drink, the alcohol binges, the drug binges, smoking cigarettes from the age of 9 to basically 35, on and off. I've always been able to get on and off cigarettes. It hasn't been a real problem, but, you know, everything else, the systemic drug abuse and use, all the car accidents and bike accidents and fighting and head traumas and all these things, I'm a terrible example because I sit here and look and sound like someone that's had a normal life, I suppose. A lot of people always say to me, oh, you look nothing like the things you talk about, and you make it hard to believe that you actually done or seen or went through these things. And I can acknowledge that. And that's why, as I said, a lot of people that have been through the life that I've had, they don't get a second chance. They don't get to decide that they don't want to be that person anymore, live that life anymore, and just wake up one day and go, right, from now on, I'm going to do my absolute best to use my intelligence, use my experiences, and use my words and my actions to demonstrate that there's a better way of living. There's a better way to life. And, you know, I feel blessed and grateful. I'm so grateful for that, because with all the things that are going on around me, it breaks my heart. I have plenty of people out there that I still care about, care deeply about, and to see their lives being consistently and repeatedly affected by all the things that we grew up around and I grew up doing and believed in so strongly. It's really hard for me. So it's not about me, but like, it's really hard for me because I can sit there and acknowledge exactly what they're going through. I can literally put myself in their shoes, even though we're kilometres away from each other. It makes no difference. I know how it feels. And yeah, I just really hope that people can start to see that, like, there is no life if you're not thinking about your health, your future, and the people you care about. Because as soon as you stop thinking about those three things and acting spontaneously, acting off your desires and your lust for things, like you want something, so you'll do whatever it takes to get it, except for work hard and put your head down and do the right thing and go the right way about it, only bad things will come. And that's the sad truth, is that very few people get to make poor decisions their whole life and have a positive outcome from it. As I said, very few people get the second chance that I've been given to sit here and do this video. Like, so, yeah, I'm getting a bit emotional, I won't lie, because I don't like, yeah. All right, everyone have a good day and God bless.